Hey.
Uknowcell.
So first thing first, man, I'd like to welcome you to Uknowcelldotcom. What's the word?
What's up?
First and foremost, man, secondly, introduce yourself for the people. Let them know who you are.
My name is Isaiah, aka Mr. Get the Party Live.
Alright, Isaiah, give people a little bit of background about you, just before getting into music, you know what I mean, like where you from, and describe a little bit of your music.
I'm from Joy Road, and my music is like positive. I'm trying to base and rap about having fun, enjoying myself.
Alright, with a name like Mr. Get the Party Live, I can only assume that the music definitely includes turning up.
Yeah.
So, what are you currently working on, or what are some of the things you already have out that people can go check out?
Well, I'm trying to focus and drop my mixtape March 17th, and I got like a couple videos out there. TikTok and grind. That's it right now.
So where can people find those videos?
You can go to YouTube and just search up Isaiah TikTok, Isaiah grind. I got multiple stuff, but that's just like newer and recent, you know.
All right, you brought up the mixtape early on in the interview, so let's talk about it, man. You said it's scheduled to release March 17th. Who did you work with on the project?
I got a lot of people on there. I mean, I'm thankful. I got, Uknowcell hosted. He did his thing on that. I appreciate that, my dog.
No problem.
Cash Kid, man, I really appreciate him too, because he did his thing on the track Turn Up. I'm really trying to push that like full throttle, say summertime, comes of summer. And I got a couple other artists like who I've been working with, and they did their thing on the tracks. So it's basically, I guess it's only three artists. That's it.
Okay, production wise, who did you work with on the beats?
It's a lot of people. Like one of the producers on there, he actually a person who I grew up with, like a little brother to me. And I told him like, you need to start doing beats, and he got to it, and he sent me that turn up beat, and no, he didn't, and that's magic. The rest is history. So I kind of like the rest of the producers online, internet, But I won't say the main producer is my homie, my little brother. His name, they call him Trey Day. That's his name, Trey Day.
So social media, where can they find you at on social media?
Twitter, you got at Isaiah Neil Zeke, and Instagram at Mr. Get the Party Live. Facebook, Isaiah Neil. And I ain't really got no Snapchat. I don't really mess with Snapchat like that, but I need to get up on that, but I don't really mess with Snapchat like that.
All right, so let's get back to the music, man. What prompted you to even get into music?
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Like my brother, you know who Big Wolf is. He took me in the studio when I was young, 8 years old. I recorded my first track. After that, that's what I decided. I was like, I want to be a rapper, and I've been trying ever since. So, 8 years old.
And that's crazy. That's one thing that I didn't know. I didn't know that. So Big Wolf is like your blood brother?
Yeah, my big brother. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up, man. I didn't know that. So, touching on him, and he's had some success with DJ, BJ, and things like that. When you see that happening to somebody so close to you, how does that motivate you, or what does that tell you? What clicks in your mind?
Honestly, it really motivates me, but it just showed me like. It can happen to anybody. You just gotta be focused, and you gotta, have faith.
Definitely. I always like to say when you doing music, the average song is like 3 minutes 30 seconds. That I feel like you only 3 minutes and 30 seconds away from blowing up. So with that in the back of your mind and seeing the Detroit music scene right now, how do you feel about it when you have artists like the caliber of Kid Rock, Big Sean, Dej Loaf, T Grizzly, to be the most recent. Even Doughboys Cash Out, I Swear Vezo, who've gained a lot of success. How do you feel about the Detroit music scene right now and for your future?
I feel like the Detroit scene is hotter than it's ever been. Like, I feel like, honestly, we got to give Doughboys and Team Inside credit, because them guys started this, man. And it's hotter than what it's ever been. Shout out to T Grizzly, man. It's a lot of people I want to shout out, but I don't want to keep it long. But Detroit scene is hot, and for me, I think I'm just like the fun of Detroit. You feel me? That's my music. Is like the fun part of it, like to go to the casino, to go to the strip club, to get drunk with your friends. You know, that's my music. Like, and I feel like for my future, I feel like I fit in great. You know, it might be different, but I fit in great. So that's what I feel.
One of my peers, man, comedian CP, he was just recently on Breakfast Club and he did a dope interview and he said, just as an analogy, Detroit is a place where like you grow pumpkins and sometimes you stay so long that pumpkin spoils and you never, you know, and then you never go anywhere. So with that being said, a lot of people also say we got a crab in the bucket mentality. What's your take on leaving Detroit or possibly having to leave Detroit in order to, you know, make yourself a better artist
right.
and a national household name?
Right. I feel like if the opportunity presents itself, I'm gonna take it. You know, because you only live once and you only get that one shot, like Eminem said. So I feel like to get on nationality, if I have to, I will.
Mm-hmm.
It's no doubt about it. Because you gotta travel and you gotta go outside your comfort zone. So.
Definitely. And with the game being so independent nowadays, not necessarily, I mean, radio has always been and probably always will be. Do you feel like for you, radio is something that you feel like you need, or you feel like, you know, the internet and just that type of buzz and building a core fan base is more important to you?
Honestly, I feel like building a fan base and internet, because you could be on the radio one time, but you know, people ain't gonna come to your show and see you perform if they don't really know about you and they don't see you hustling out here. So I feel like fan base is bigger than anything, because you can, that's long term and that's longevity.
Definitely. So the next step is obviously the mixtape, which is, you said, slated to release possibly March 17th, right?
Yes.
After what are your hopes for the mixtape? What do you want the mixtape to do for you in your career?
Honestly, I just want people to see that, like Isaiah, his music, like I want to see people that I got better and I elevated, and I want to show people that, you know, and Detroit rappers ain't always rapping about the same thing, and it's some talent here, man. Give us a chance, you know, because there's a lot of people here that's great, and I just want to just bring something different, a different taste. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And speaking on the talent here, is there anybody that, I mean, so you're kind of fresh into the game,
mm-hmm.
Relatively speaking. Is there anybody in the city that you haven't worked with that's kind of like on Isaiah's bucket list to work with when it comes to music?
It's a lot of people, man. Like, I got a list. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I got a list at home. You was on the list, you feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
I got a lot of lists of people I want to work with, because it's so much talent. Like, who really stick out to me, I'm not gonna lie, is I like Nisha Nashay, man. I really want to do something with her. She talent, and I see it, and I like Rondé and Al Wu, man. I shout out to them. I see them boys doing their thing. Peasy, man, it's a lot. Like it's a lot. I don't even want to say it right now because I might take over the camera time.
All right, so let's talk about just your future, people who may be looking at this interview and this is their first time seeing Isaiah or you know, knowing anything about Isaiah. What would you say to those people to try to get them to go listen to your music and become a fan of Isaiah?
Isaiah, man, is a cool, down-to-earth person, man. Like, I'm really just trying to make y'all body move and y'all have a good time. I want y'all to get turned up to my music. That's it. And, you know, I'm just a cool person, man. This is my music. That's how I am. So.
That's what's up. And before we get out of here, one more time, man, give those people social media, the YouTube, all that, so they can go check out your music, your videos, and one more time, give the name of the mixtape when it's coming out.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Mr. Get the Party Live. Follow me on Facebook, Isaiah Neal, and Twitter at Isaiah Neal Z. And YouTube, search, Isaiah. TikTok, you're gonna see my, I got a YouTube channel too. Subscribe to that. And my mixtape, March 17th, Feel the Noise. I call it Feel the Noise because it's basically, that's a definition of like partying and turning up all in one. You feel me? Like, feel the noise. I want y'all to hear the sounds. Like, I really went hard to put these sounds together and mix and master and reach out to people. So I hope y'all love it. Feel the noise, March 17th.
Hey.
Uknowcell.